What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here, bringing you a brand new video. But before that, 75% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed. Damn! That means two things. 75% of you guys are either returning or brand new to the channel. If so, hopefully this is the video that gets you to hit that subscribe button today. Do it. What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here bringing another reaction, and today we're checking out once again some more Skibidi Toilet, and we're going to be checking out the breakdown of episode 67 part 2 and seeing what Elite Cameraman has found in this episode. Now I do know this video came out a while ago because the episode of Skibidi Toilet episode 67 part 2 came out, I think as of recording right now, almost 6 days ago, and I've been meaning to check this one out, but I've had other videos and other things I had to react to that kind of made a little bit more, when it comes to Skibidi Toilet and doing reactions to Skibidi Toilet and stuff like that, the main videos do really well, of course. Like, reacting to Skibidi Toilet itself does phenomenal, and it does so well on the channel, and I appreciate you all. But when it comes to stuff outside of Skibidi Toilet, like actual episodes, like the breakdown videos, and even some animations that involve Skibidi Toilet-like videos, they don't do as well. And sometimes certain videos just get pushed a little bit. And if you guys want me to do these more often, more frequently, I gotta see the support. So make sure to not miss out on videos. I upload daily. Check out the videos. Check out the like button. Hit that like button. Stuff like that. But, yeah. I post 2 videos almost every day. Pretty much a video every day no matter what, but most often I've been posting too, and of course streaming a lot, so don't miss out on streams. But today we're checking out this G-Man Returns Titan Dead episode 62 part 67 part 2 Skibidi Toilet, all Easter eggs and an Alice theory. Now, like I said, this came out 5 days ago, so I know I'm a little late on this because of certain situations that I had to take care of that were priority. But this is not the only video we're going to be watching. We're watching multiple by Elite Cameraman, which will be all linked down below. So show your support to Elite Cameraman. No joke, he's been booming on the numbers. He's going to hit 1 million within the next couple days, easily. So congrats on that, Elite Cameraman. If you watch my reaction, the other video we're going to be watching, Will DAFUQBOOM. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Get a shout out in one of my videos and hit that subscribe button. Will DAFUQBOOM get terminated? Skibidi Toilet end? Question mark? So I have heard a little bit about this, and I saw some comments that were asking me questions on even some live streams and other things where people were letting me know that apparently DAFUQBOOM is dealing with some copyright BS by some scumbags out there that are basically falsely copyright striking his videos and being little, dare I say, little bitches about things. Trying to steal his content and try to say it's theirs. So I don't know the full detail, but from what I know a little bit, it's wrong what people are doing to DAFUQBOOM. They're not in the right, they're in the wrong. And if there's some other information I'm not aware of, please let me know about that down below. Then we have, apparently, is episode 67 part 3. So some people said there was going to be a part 3 for episode 67, which I was kind of shocked about. Is it delayed? So we're going to watch all 3 of these videos. Links for all 3 of them will be down below. Show your support by liking each one. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, I'm going to show my support by liking each one. And let's check out the breakdown video first, and then we'll get into the other drama news.
Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. We really haven't been getting any good endings lately. Today's episode was even more devastating compared to episode 65's ending. When I saw the ending scenes of this episode, I literally was speechless.
That is going to be possibly a decapitation for one of the Titans. I don't see him, like, it's at least halfway through the neck, right? Or at least more than 25% to 30% into the neck. He's going to be beheaded. What can stop him from being beheaded right now? What?
Titan Cameraman has endured all that for as many episodes as much as he can, but we saw the real powers of Scientist Toilet, and he really did prove himself to be the strongest, or one of the strongest toilets ever.
That was still shocking that he had a TV.
Upgrades under his sleeve, And the craziest thing that happened
Like
in this
actual
episode
TV
was
head.
the comeback of G-Man.
That's the first
Toilet.
time we've ever seen a
It seems
TV
like he
head
was
being
indeed
used
getting
by
upgraded
them.
for all that time, and goddamn, he really did get some crazy upgrades. And somehow Titan TV Man is still nowhere to be seen. But we'll talk about all this later in the video, so before we get into it, make sure to like the video, and let's try to get this video to 100,000 likes. Also, as you guys might know, we are almost at 920,000 subscribers at this moment, which is just 80,000 subscribers away from 1 million subscribers.
You're hitting
With your
that,
help,
buddy.
I think we can 100% get to 1 million subscribers before Titan TV Man comes back.
I'm not even going to deny it. I think he's going to hit 1 million subs by the next part. Literally by the next episode of Skibidi Toilet, he's hitting 1 million because he's less than 19K away. And by the time I upload this video, he'll probably be 15K away. By the rate he's growing, it is nuts. And if you guys enjoy this content, please help me. I want to hit 1 million soon. Please, please. I'm very far away, but I'm close to 300K. So hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you.
I really do wonder which one will be revealed before at this point, though. GTA 6 or Titan TV Man. Anyways.
Okay, you're bringing that joke into here. It'll still be a while before we see GTA 6.
Let's jump right into the analysis you guys have been waiting for. The episode starts right where the last episode ended. We see Scientist Toilet arriving at the scene and Titan Cameraman doing the "you're dead" pose right after. But things really didn't turn out the way they wanted, and Titan
I'm wondering if
Speaker
anything
Man
is going to be
doesn't
spotted
even
that I
hesitate for a
did
second
not
and starts
see.
attacking Scientist Toilet because they know that it's a 2 versus 1, but I don't think they had any idea of Scientist Toilet's real powers. He uses his laser blaster right next to his eye to shoot Titan Speaker Man, causing him to back off a little. But he starts getting attacked by Titan Cameraman right at this second. Titan Cameraman actually tries to cut off Scientist Toilet's arms with the buzzsaw, but fails miserably. This does make sense because the buzzsaw Titan Cameraman is probably made with materials worse than the Scientist Toilet uses himself.
Yeah, it would be
He probably
weaker.
only uses the best quality stuff on himself. And right after Titan Cameraman's failed
They have probably protocols for, since they did the takeover kind of stuff, they probably have been doing things where even if the weaker versions of them get taken over, they can't do much to the bigger versions of the toilets. So, and keep going. Like the bigger the toilet, the better option.
Scientist Toilet uses his speakers to push Titan Cameraman off and actually knocks him down. I think this alone shows how tired Titan Cameraman was while coming here because I really don't think this is something he'd normally budge against. While this is happening, we see Titan Speakerman jumping onto Scientist Toilet from the back, and he actually successfully stabs him from his laser blaster. But this really gets him mad because right after he throws Titan Speakerman, we see the toxic arms.
And this could still be because of how he took that stab to the head. He literally took that stab and nothing happened. This still could be a decoy version of him.
Similar to the EB.
Based off the eyeball, too. Look at that red eye.
Mafia Toilet had in the last episode coming out of Scientist Toilet, which probably surprised a lot of people. But that wasn't it because he was actually hiding all his tools. He uses the toxic arm to actually shoot a toxic rocket which causes Titan Speakerman's last hand cannon to fall down, but it doesn't look like his body is affected because of the acid. There is one thing in this scene that everyone has been wanting me to talk about, though. So before we continue, let's look at the mountain at the back. I have been getting a ton of screenshots of the mountain on the back this last week because we saw it on episode 67 part 1 also, and everyone has been saying that the white square looking thing is either Titan TV Man or a large TV man, but I really don't think that's the case.
No, I don't think that is.
But when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Why would they just hide there? And if you zoom in, you'll see that it's most likely another circular white satellite, and it's just the perspective of the
I don't see it. That is not a TV. That is a satellite
camera. And this gets Titan Speakerman really mad because we actually see him use his core laser on Scientist Toilet to destroy his acid launcher arm. We also get to see his goofy,
which I don't think he's ever
shocked
used that
face
before.
right before his arm explodes. I'm loving every single shocked face DAFUQ is putting in these episodes. One thing to note, just like Mafia Toilet in episode 67 part 1, Scientist Toilet's head also gets burned by acid, and that's why he was scared. Even though their toilets and equipment is fully capable of surviving against acid, since the faces are actual flesh,
that still would hurt.
Really easily.
Yeah.
But it's actually crazy because this guy can endure Titan Speakerman's core lasers to the face without getting a scratch, and decides to pull out a whole another laser weapon which looks like G-Man Toilet's laser,
skin.
but a better version. When he shoots the laser, it literally knocks down Titan Speakerman in a single second.
Ooh.
That thing is a little too overpowered if you ask me. But thanks to Titan Cameraman, it gets cut just a second later. I really can't imagine if it stayed a whole, because it feels like if he continuously used it on the Titans for more than 10 seconds, I feel like they probably would die. We see Scientist Toilet charging up the speakers and using it to blast Titan Cameraman away once more, and it's actually working. He was able to do this twice in this episode, and it feels like these speakers are actually better than what Cinema Man had before. But this scientist guy doesn't stop.
They probably took the speakers and upgraded them themselves to make them even more powerful.
There, and somehow pulls out another weapon from his... I really can't think of where else he could have put all these weapons. This looks like another acid weapon, but before he can use it, Glitch Plunger comes to the rescue with all his might. If you guys don't remember, instead of going with all the other special agents and teleporting to the TV man base, Plunger Cameraman left the scene on his own, and it probably was easier for him to come back fast. I do think that the other special agents are going to appear as well with Titan TV Man's return, but that'll most likely be in episode 68 or on part 3 of episode 67, because like I guessed on my part 1 analysis,
that could be a factor right there. Episode 68 might be like we could see the downfall for the speaker, TV, camera soldiers, all that stuff. This is like a episode, 3-part episode of them getting pushed and fucked up. But then episode 68 will probably be a way to balance and even the fight.
Cliffhanger, so there really might be a part 3 this time. But if we go back to the episode, we can see that Glitch Plunger can't really deal any damage to the Scientist Toilet because his defenses are too strong, and Scientist Toilet starts using his speakers so much that the screen slowly starts glitching, and we can see Glitch Plunger trying to handle it in the sky. Sadly, Scientist Toilet uses his left eye laser to one-shot our beloved hero, and he falls down just like how he fell down in episode 57, part 1. If Blood loses another fight in episode 77, I'm actually gonna...
Well, I think honestly, he survived this time, even though he went and crashed and everything. I think that toilet that he was riding in is what took all the damage. Like, yeah, he probably still got hurt, but he's not dead like last time. Like, last time, he was fucked. Like, if they didn't grab him when they did and teleport him out of there, he was dead. This, I could see him living.
Gonna lose it. It's always every 10 episodes. We see the Glitch Plunger crash down, but I don't think he is dead. First of all, he has the toilet as armor and probably was protected from the impact, and we didn't really see an explosion.
The toilet, I think the toilet itself is gone. That is not usable. That is destroyed. But Plunger Man, he'll live.
We know that the Glitch Toilet itself is fine. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like if Glitch Toilet exploded, it would be something crazy because the power inside it is crazy. Imagine an engine that can go up to that speeds exploding. There is one more thing that I wanted to make sure, because if you guys remember part 1, we saw Secret Agent twice in 2 different places, and his history suggests that he appears almost every time Plunger Cameraman is there, so I checked every frame, and there was only one frame I found something similar to him, and it was on the exact frame where Plunger Cameraman was falling down from the sky.
Oh,
if
really?
you zoom into the small bunker-like house on the back, there is something that looks like a silhouette with a black jacket and white shirt.
Oh, that does. Yeah, I see it.
Because I feel like if DAFUQ was going to put him, he'd at least make it a little more obvious so that it's understandable. Unless it's actually him and he is there to help Plunger Cameraman survive, I think he already did whatever he wanted to do in here on part 1 of episode 67, because we saw some light coming out of the bunker door's security system in the last part when he appeared. After seeing this, Titan Cameraman actually gets mad and starts attacking Scientist Toilet with his saw hand instantly, starting to cause actual damage to his laser eye. We can definitely see that it hurts for Scientist Toilet. But suddenly something crazy happens, and the legend G-Man Toilet finally returns with his upgrades. I don't think anyone was waiting for his comeback, at least on this episode, because I thought it would happen on episode 68. Our angry boy doesn't...
Honestly, I'm still shocked that he showed back up. I thought it would be more of the scientist guy kind of situation fight, and when Titan TV showed up, that's when G-Man would probably show up. Kind of, I did think it was going to be something like that.
Seemed like his personality changed even a tiny bit, because he enters the scene with full confidence, yapping about some random stuff. But something is actually weird, because if we pause the scene, we can see that he has a core now, and it's the same core that Titan TV Man had, but it's yellow.
Oh.
What could this mean? Were they able to copy the core technology, or was this just made up?
I didn't notice that.
One thing is for sure, with every new upgrade, G-Man Toilet is looking more like a Titan, and I feel like he might actually get legs and arms one day.
Oh, that would be... That, honestly, I could see that. Give him a fucking body where he can fucking punch and shit. I could see that. That's why I say this is going to have at least 100+ episodes.
Very further down in the series. It looks like now he has 4 jetpacks instead of just the 2 on the back, probably for higher speeds because 2 of the jetpacks are sideways. On the other hand, he has 4 normal lasers, 2 huge lasers, 2 glasses lasers, and 1 core laser from what we can see. Even though he only got 3 extra lasers, his damage output probably at least doubled or even tripled compared to before. Yeah. He also got some new glasses, which actually looks drippy this time because the yellow ones he had before, oh boy, don't get me started. We also see the back of his head for a second, and we can see that something is connecting his head. The lasers on the sides and his sunglasses. This probably is to protect them from falling off while also protecting him against speakers and TV beams. His armor is also so much more durable now from what we can see because he looks more like a tank now. He certainly was built together with passion and love. I don't know who built him, but goddamn, this upgrade is majestic. I still do hate him though, because they are not leaving my boy Titan Cameraman alone. And the ending of the episode, which we'll get to, was not a sight I wanted to ever see. Like the video to pay your respects to Titan Cameraman. G-Man Toilet instantly charges up his lasers and shoots Titan Cameraman, resulting in him getting knocked down for a second, but he still tries to get up and fight, even though everything going on. Sadly, things don't go as planned because right when Titan Cameraman gets knocked down, Scientist Toilet shows another upgrade and pulls out a claw from his throat. Also, we can see
that was an interesting moment.
Destroyed after Titan
that also reminded me of the fucking Xenomorphs.
Man's attack, but it was all for nothing. Scientist Toilet's throat claw catches Titan Cameraman's lens protector and it rips it off. I guess we now know why we G-Man Toilet like Scientist Cameraman. I guess my man likes it unique. One thing I don't understand—
What the fuck?
And before we continue on with the craziest part of the episode is, why did Scientist Cameraman swallow the camera lens? Does he actually have some type of power where if he swallows objects or upgrades from the Alliance races, he can reproduce it? It might be a possibility because I don't know why else he would want to swallow a lens otherwise instead of throwing it away, which probably would take less.
Maybe to get more technology from it. Maybe if it's a more advanced, upgraded lens. That's the only thing I think of.
Effort. But right at this exact moment, we got a crazy reveal. Scientist Toilet pushes his main speaker off him, and we see an actual TV screen on him. God damn, that's crazy, bro said. All these upgrades are not enough. Let me put a whole ass TV on my chest. People might actually think that this is the same TV the Titan TV Man had, but it actually is not because you can see that it seems a lot more modern because it's a lot more slim, like modern TVs we have instead of TV men.
It's around the same size, but it's definitely not the same one.
And who have bulky TVs, and we can also see that it actually says Skibidi on the toilet. I guess this might—
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that it does say it right there.
—be a reference to Samsung and how they put their logos on monitors. Maybe DAFUQ actually uses a Samsung monitor and used it as a reference, who knows? But it's weird because we saw so many upgrades in this episode.
Most monitors have their logo
and it
there.
Looks like they have been improving their technology a lot. As I mentioned in my Part 1 analysis, I think something is going on inside that bunker, and it's either a lab or a research facility for toilets. The second Scientist Toilet pulls out the TV, he starts using the beam which Titan TV Man had, and to think that they could replicate his TV beam powers is crazy. The POV cameraman instantly puts on his protective lens, but it really is too late for Titan Cameraman. He is being mind-controlled into killing himself with his new buzzsaw hand, while our boy G-Man is still yapping in the background. Before we talk about this, what happened to Titan Speakerman? Why hasn't he helped since he was knocked down? His situation also might be a lot worse than we think, because he literally didn't stand up after he was knocked down as far as we know. Hopefully
That's
at
true.
least he is alive, because
that was a pretty heavy explosion to the chest.
Titan cameraman actually might have died in today's episode. After all those fights and serving the Alliance, his thick plot armor might be gone now. I've been saying that we most likely were going to see someone die soon, but is Titan cameraman really dead? Because even though it looks like his head is exploding, we can see that it's still one piece in the last frame of the episode.
Yeah, he's got like maybe 30% of his neck cut.
And the buzzsaw sound slowly fades away with the TV beam sound effect after the screen goes to black. But suddenly we hear another eerie sound at the end of the episode. Could this be the sound of Titan TV Man's new TV monitor? Is he actually coming back in the next episode? Because from the leaks that were posted before part 1 of episode 67, it looked like he might appear in this scene, and many people have been saying that right at the end of the episode, we can see Titan TV Man slowly coming to the scene from the sky. I can't figure out if it's just a cloud or something actually moving.
Oh, are they talking about that? I don't know.
But this is what it looks like when we zoom in. I personally don't think the toilet duo will win the next
that just
fight,
looks like a cloud.
but I think Alliance will suffer more losses overall, even though they win the battle with the help of Titan TV Man. This episode was actually crazy, and hopefully Titan Cameraman can survive this situation because he really does deserve a break at this point. Make sure to like and subscribe. He
needs more repairs. He definitely needs way more repairs if he survives this. All right, let's get into this one. Will DAFUQ get terminated? Let's find out.
Hello, everyone. Elite Cameraman here.
This will probably have all the information of what the hell's going on.
Just like yesterday, I have some bad news, and it's actually worse. If you have watched my video yesterday, you would know that DAFUQ has been striked twice, and episode 67...
2 strikes? What the fuck?
Part 2 was almost delayed, and if he actually wanted to post it 10 hours later, it would have been delayed 10 days. Which is crazy to think about because a few hours ago, DAFUQ made an announcement on his Discord server saying,
"Just reached the 3rd strike. Like the bastard promised me, won't be able to post anything on YouTube for 10 business days." What the fuck?
Saying that he has received the 3rd strike. He stated, "You've all probably heard about my channel receiving 2 copyright strikes. These strikes didn't come from owner of any materials I used, even though 2nd strike came allegedly from owner of speaker models. But this turned out to be a lie, and the original creator isn't involved in any of this at all. These strikes came from the people who make Gary's mod characters battle videos on YouTube, such as Heart G Mod." And it goes on to explain how they operate, but I won't read every MSG. Instead, I'll put them on the screen, and you can read them by pausing the video if you want. After this, he sent some screenshots of the strikes and said, "From what I've known, one anonymous Telegram group have gathered all those who hate my content and gave them tips on how to successfully falsely strike my channel." And continued on to explain how the situation started with him and Dom Studios striking these channels, and now Heart G Mod is apparently blackmailing DAFUQ and holding his account as hostage, and they also apparently said that these strikes will continue even if his channels get terminated. DAFUQ also said that his talks with YouTube all resulted in corporate responses, which means it's most likely automated responses or responses from people that can't do anything.
See, look at that. Even a channel with over 30 fucking million subscribers can't get YouTube to do their fucking job. God, that's so fucking frustrating to see. That, honestly, like, it's not just the fact that it's a series I generally do enjoy, but it's just the fact that even though he's genuinely making some very popular content that benefits YouTube, they still don't give a fuck. And they let shit like this happen.
About the situation. And this is actually something you can help with, because whenever situations like this arise, big creators go on to Twitter, which is called X, now I know, and tweet about the situation, resulting in the issue to be fixed a lot faster than it normally would. DAFUQ also tweeted on Twitter on his brand new account for the first time ever, just for this. I'll put the link to this tweet in the description and the comments, so make sure to go to this tweet, like it, and retweet it. If you don't have an account, open one and do it afterwards, because this is the best way you can help, since we need YouTube's attention, because the strikers are saying that they'll keep doing it even if they are terminated. One thing I would also do is to @MoistCritical and Ludwig under the tweet because they both cover drama like this all the time and it might actually help the situation.
I don't know if they would actually go out of their way to probably help with that, but it's interesting if they. I don't think I saw anything from like this is 4 days ago when this video went up, so I don't think Moist Critical did anything. I don't know who was the other guy. Ludwig. Okay, I don't know. I don't see a lot of Ludwig stuff pop up on my feed, but anything I did see, I guess I'll have to check. But I don't think I've seen anything from Ludwig when it comes to this like controversy bullshit that DAFUQ's going through.
Under the tweet because they both cover drama like this all the time and it might actually help the situation. If we
it no doubt would help the situation.
Fix this and get YouTube's attention, DAFUQ at least won't be able to post a new video for about 10 days, and that's only if all the strikes are resolved. If the strikers keep striking, he might not be able to post for even longer. His channel is also at risk of termination, but I don't think that it'll go there because these are clearly false strikes. Once you see what the third strike is, for which I'll show in a second, you'll be speechless. 5 minutes after writing all his announcement messages, DAFUQ sent another message saying that he just received his third strike, and it's actually from someone else. But the reason for the strike is so laughable, and I have no idea how YouTube is letting this be. This strike was on episode 59 of Skibidi Toilet, and it was issued by someone called Yeoman's Mom, another Gmod Skibidi battle YouTuber. I'm not going to show you any of his videos, but this blood claimed that he made Speakerman before DAFUQBOOM. He sent one of his 2-month-old videos as proof, while DAFUQ made the first Speakerman like 6 months ago, and these strikes are supposed to be reviewed by YouTube before going through. This is basically bullshit, to be honest. Abusing the system like this should not be allowed. Forget the strikers, people are never going to change and false strikes will always be a thing, but YouTube needs to take action and actually review these strikes just a little before issuing them.
Fucking agree.
It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes for a 10-year-old to understand these guys didn't make Speakerman. DAFUQ also commented on the video that was used as the strike's so-called proof, saying, "This video was used to strike me, SMH." Right now, even if DAFUQ wanted to upload a video, he wouldn't be able to, and if these issues are not solved, episode 68 or episode 67 part 3 will need to be delayed. I personally think it's going to be part 3 because it was a huge cliffhanger. From what it looks like, DAFUQ was planning to post every 7 days, and that plan is ruined now. And if these issues are not fixed, the damn...
I don't mind that schedule of a new video every week. That'd be sick. But if he's going through this hassle, which we'll find out in the next video, because I think the next one is titled on the situation.
So as I said earlier, go on Twitter. His account is called DAFUQBOOM_legit, and like and retweet all his tweets. Because on his Twitter, he shared a screenshot of a message from the strikers and explained the Russian text. Apparently, the strikers are planning to keep his channel inactive, and he has 3 strikes forever, so that he never uploads again. If this happens, we would be left on episode 67 part 2 forever, unless you go and help. My videos get about 500,000 views, usually, and even if only 100,000 of you goes on to like his tweet, I think we'd reach a big enough audience.
You know, things like this just make me wonder, what the fuck do people have? Like, I understand being jealous. I understand being petty in some sense, but this is just so fucking stupid. Like, I genuinely wish I could comprehend the mindset, the amount of stupidity some people have when they go to this length. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Let's get to the next video.
Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. After a week full of drama, it finally seems like everything is slowly going back to normal unless the strikers try and keep messing with the series. DAFUQ has announced that the strikes that he has received so far has been resolved a couple days ago at this point by YouTube stepping in, thanks to all your support and
that's
the
actually really good
you
to
brought
hear
onto the topic. Normally, it would have taken about 10 business days, which would have been around 2 weeks' time for the strikes to get resolved. This would have meant that episode 68 or episode 67 part 3, we still don't know which one it'll be, but it would have meant that the next episode would have been delayed by a whole week. And that was mostly why people were extremely mad at the people that striked DAFUQ last week. But now that the strikes are resolved, unless they falsely strike him 3 more times.
So there's a chance we might see a new episode this Friday. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Subscribe, you may get a shout out on my videos. Because that's when the last episode drop was Friday. So we'll have to find out and see if Friday, which this will be going up Thursday, which is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah.
Which is actually illegal. He will be able to upload the next episode whenever he wants. But when is the next episode coming out? Before I get into that, make sure to like the video, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel because we are only 30,000 subscribers away from the big milestone of 1 million subscribers, which is crazy. If it goes like this, we can get to our goal even before the next episode is released. Also, one last thing before we get into the video, I just enabled memberships on the channel, and I'll try to integrate it with Discord today or tomorrow. There are 3 tiers, and all tiers will be able to get the Discord role, and I'm not gonna lie, the last tier, called the Chad Elite, is just for memes, so don't buy it. Anyways, let's not waste any more time and get into today's topic. First of all, I think from now on, unless there are special circumstances, the episodes will be released on the same day, and will most likely be getting leaks at similar times every week. The last 3 weeks, every episode was released on a Friday, and it seems like it might continue that way, just like how Mr. Beast uploads every Saturday every week or two. DAFUQ is most likely planning to make weekly videos from now on, unless it's a longer video that requires more time.
Which makes completely good sense.
So I would guess that we'll get the next episode in 3 days, but when are we going to get leaks? There have been 2 times in the last 3 weeks that we have only got...
Well, I think, honestly, the leaks are probably pushed back or held off because of the copyright bullshit. I don't doubt that.
...gotten leaks 30 or 40 minutes before the episode was released. But I don't think it'll continue on this way because 2 weeks ago, a leaked image was posted on DAFUQBOOM's merch shop, and no one was expecting that. This honestly was a great business decision that also pleases us because we are getting new leaks.
Merch equals leak? What? That's actually, honestly, that's a funny idea. Oh, is it going to be the TV man picture right here or something?
I feel like this was supposed to happen before episode 67 part 2 as well, but because of the strike situation, he had no idea if he would be able to upload it or not, and most likely decided to not post a leak a day before the episode because of the possibility of a delay. I think on Thursday there is a big possibility that we are going to see a leak on the merch shop once more. I don't know what it's going to be about, but last time it was a leak that showed the location of the episode. I'm really hyped to see what happens next because the ending of the last episode was something else. The cliffhanger of if Titan Cameraman is dead or not will most likely be answered, and hopefully Titan TV Man will also come back. Maybe he can come back in time to save our beloved Titan who is being forced to kill himself. But what
the time I actually just got done watching the Skibidi Toilet Multiverse season 1 thing, and that has a whole bunch of time travel stuff in it.
What exactly is going to happen in the next episode? As you guys know, DAFUQ does a good job of balancing the pacing and story when it comes to who wins these battles. And I don't think the battle that
I do have to admit, the pacing is really decent in this fan series.
Happened in episode 67 part 2 was the end of that battle at all. Because where the hell was Titan Speakerman half the battle? After he got knocked away, we didn't see him again. And we know that he won't be affected by the TV beams because he doesn't have a camera, but was the laser so powerful that he can't get up? Even the ambush...
Honestly, it could be more of he got knocked out, possibly? I don't think he's dead, but there's a good chance that he's knocked out.
In episode 65 with a ton of bombs didn't make Titan Cameraman stay knocked down. I guess we'll see in the next episode. But
that was an aftershock kind of thing. It wasn't an impact.
Both Titans are
he
done
got impacted,
and
it was right near his core.
We also didn't see the secret agent, even though he seemed like he had been trying to help the Alliance. Maybe he went somewhere else before he came and helps. I would love to see him actually intervene and fight, but I think that'll start happening very later on in the series, and we are still too early.
I don't know about that. I think it's going to still be a background character kind of thing. I don't think he'll actually be physically involved. He might be manipulating, pulling some strings in the background, but I don't think he's going to actually put up some fists to punch some toilets.
Early. Also, after being teased about Titan TV Man's return in episode 66. It's kind of surprising that we haven't gotten him yet. But I want to remind you of something. If you remember episode 66, at the end we saw the scientist TV man with a badge that said 067, which most likely was foreshadowing the fact that Titan TV man would return in episode 67. But where is he? I think this alone should prove that the next episode is going to be episode 67 part 3, and we might see Titan TV man.
That's a cool note that I didn't know about.
Come back. It would make sense if you look at it as if all the parts were just one episode, and it would seem like Titan TV man came right at the end to save everyone. It's also a big possibility that DAFUQ is playing mind games with us, and instead of Titan cameraman, Titan speaker man might die in the next episode, but we'll see. I think only
I
one
feel like one
person
of the Titans
totally
is going to die no matter what.
And that's our boy
It's got to be something like that.
Our G just
it's
got
going to
an
be
upgrade,
massive.
and blood literally survives everything and keeps getting upgraded, so I don't think he is dying anytime soon. Let me know what's your thoughts on the upcoming episode in the comments. Also, as I said in the beginning, please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy.
That was awesome. I'm glad to hear that the strikes are being taken care of. I hate the fact that DAFUQ still has to worry about these fucking assholes, these trolls, these bottom of the fucking sea scumbags, and everything. And not just DAFUQ. I think in one of the images they showed, I saw a couple other channels' names that they are going after as well, like some other channels that are kind of animation channels like DAFUQ, who are using and making content based off of his idea, but at the same time he's okay with situation. Because I think I saw the maker of the Skibidi Multiverse Season 1 I just reacted to. I think I saw that guy's name in the message earlier. So they're also attacking other creators like that, which is fucking stupid. There's a lot of scum in the world, and they fucking suck. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Comment down below what you guys think. Are you guys hyped for the next episode? Hopefully we do get the episode on Friday, if it is weekly. But be prepared if it's delayed, and it's completely understandable, because what DAFUQ has to go through is bullshit. But there's nothing he can do about it. And we just got to be patient and on his side. That's all it is. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. See you in the next one. And until then, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and later.